Joseph takes care of his movies and video games. He fills them with things that are sweet, old, and new. Joseph takes care of his movies and video games. He never forgets any old lines, but when there is an leaving out old lines and old scenes, the editor is on the case. And when he figures this out, he'll make sure that all of his movies and video games will go good and not go bad. Joseph takes care of his movies and video games. He'll send them out to the world for his friends, family, and teachers to see him in them alive. And when he does a good job on his job, he will be a great inventor of them. And when he tries to make sure that his movies are nice for his friends and family and teachers to see him in those movies and video games that he loves, he will try to do it again. And when he does, he will be the best movie and video game inventor of all times in the whole world. Joseph takes care of his movies and video games. He will have good new voices of his friends and everyone. And when they are good actors and actresses, his movies and video games will go good. And when they have good scenes, like old ones and new ones, they will be editor in those movies and video games of his own. And when he does try to make sure he want his actors and actresses to do something right for them, the director will try to keep them straight and make sure they do the acting swell. And when they do, the movies and video games of his are all awesome for everyone to see in their lives and everything. And so that's how his movies and video games will go in his life, like he wants them to be. Joseph takes care of his movies and video games. The search for the movies and video games journey is on. And when he will get himself in the movies and video games, he'll be the perfect new character of them all. And when they see him on TV, they will cheer him on the fights and challenges and everything he does to help his imaginary friends. And when he tried to be the hero of all movies and video games, he will be cheered by his own family, friends, and teachers. And so that's how he could become in the movies. But when he's a playable character, they will control him on TV, on the game controllers and everything. And he and his friends could be new playable characters of all his video games that he loves. Joseph takes care of his movies and video games. He will always have everything sweet for them. Joseph takes care of his movies and video games. He will try his best to work on them with the scripts, songs, and new scenes. The editor is on the problem and be on the job, and the acting of his own skills will be on the job too. And when he's a great actor, he will be the perfect new one, because new actors and actresses are supposed to come into the movies and video games like he wanted to be as a new actor, like his friends should be new actors and actresses with him. And when he does have new ones, he will make his movies and video games come into the world for his friends, family, and teachers to see, and they will love him on TV. And that's how Joseph will take care of his movies and video games, 'cause the new movie inventor is here. He will try to be the perfect new movie